But because both the infection rate and the death rate continue to climb, Indiana, we need to do more.
Drastic measures to prevent the spread of coronavirus here in Indiana.
Earlier today in the noon hour, Indiana Governor Eric Holcomb orders all Hoosiers to stay at home. The order begins tonight at midnight. It's in effect for 2 weeks, ending at midnight, April 6th for now. This means that all Hoosiers are to stay home unless they happen to be part of an essential business.
State government workers will not have to report for work, and a healthcare emergency operations center will be launched to monitor the state's response. Our Kevin Rader tonight at 5 takes a look at what this means for you and how to know what's considered essential.
The governor issued 2 executive orders and was quick to explain why.
On March 6th, Indiana had 1 positive case. Today, 259.
So he joined neighboring states of Ohio, Illinois, and Kentucky in telling residents to shelter in place.
I've signed another executive order that calls on all Hoosiers to hunker down. Stay at home. Unless you're going out on an essential errand or essential work or essential business.
So the biggest question now is how can that be enforced? The answer? State police and local law enforcement. And then what constitutes essential work? The list is lengthy. Grocery stores, gas stations, pharmacies, police and fire, hospitals, garbage pickup and public transit, just to name a few.
So stay home. Get groceries only when you need them and only buy what you need. I'm telling you, the next 2 weeks are critical. That's March 24th through April 7th.
So the next question has to be, what constitutes essential activity? Well, health and safety, supplies and service, essential work, and last but certainly not least, to take care of others. Then the governor took on the issue with restaurants and bars that continue to violate his earlier edict, permitting only carry-out service.
Today I signed an executive order that instructs the ATC to suspend any and all food and beverage licenses for those who violate the order.
The governor did take the time to thank Hoosiers for what they have already done, but clearly his main duty today was to prepare the state for the challenge that lies ahead.
We need to slow the spread, and we need to do it now. Friday, Marion County had 47 positive cases. On Saturday, 82. Today, the number is 110. Overall, sadly, 3 Marion County residents have died.
The goal now is to prevent those numbers from getting any higher. Kevin Rader, Channel 13, Eyewitness News.
So if you have questions about what this stay-at-home order means for you, we do want to let you know that the state is ready to respond. They've opened up a call center. They're going to take questions about the executive orders. All you have to do is call 877-820-0890. The hotline is not open until tomorrow at 9 a.m., but they can help guide businesses and industries with any questions they may have about this stay-at-home order. There also is an FAQ that they have posted, all kinds of question and answers. We have that posted about the stay-at-home order online at WTHR.com. Now, right after the governor made the announcement today, the mayor of Indianapolis, Joe Hogsett, then stepped forward and issued a series of stay-at-home orders that impact Marion County.
Yeah, the order takes effect 11:59 p.m. Tuesday evening. Those restrictions stay in place through at least Monday, April 6th. That would include the implementation of a travel warning status that restricts travel except for emergency situations and essential functions, and the closure of all non-essential business activity.
Meantime, testing is picking up. At Lilly, for example, they started a new drive-through coronavirus testing. This was set up for medical workers that work here in Indianapolis. We stopped by the World headquarters this morning to see them at work. They've set up in the corporate parking garage there. This is not testing for the public. This is testing, free testing for Indianapolis healthcare workers who arrive there on scene with a doctor's order. Again, all these tests for them are free.
And now to Capitol Hill, where senators failed to pass a stimulus package bill today in response to the economic impact of the coronavirus. Republicans and Democrats can't come to an agreement yet on what should be included. Democrats argue the current version does not protect workers enough, and is too lax on corporate bailout rules. Stocks took another rough ride today. As you see, the Dow Jones Industrial Average dropped 3%, the Dow closing down 582 points to close at 18,591. All of this coming despite the Fed's promise of unlimited support for the economy. In fact, experts say the markets are likely to remain volatile as long as the coronavirus outbreak accelerates.
The future of the Summer Olympics is really unclear right now. A lot of developments in just the last 24 hours. The latest, the Prime Minister of Japan telling Parliament there today that postponing might be unavoidable, but canceling not an option. Also today, USA Today reporting the games will likely begin in 2021. Now, Canada and Australia already said that they were not going to send their athletes to the Tokyo Games unless they were postponed. As you know, here in Indiana, we have a dozen of Hoosier Olympic hopefuls, including veteran diver David Bedaya. Tokyo will be his 4th Olympics.
I'm not going to lie. I've trained super hard for the past 3 years since Rio for the Olympic Games that were supposed to happen, almost 100 days from now. But again, you try to look at things, for me, another year of training isn't a bad thing. Switching from the 10-meter platform to the 3-meter springboard, I could use another year to perfect some things. We're trying to see some good in this, Anne-Marie. My kids have been a lot more tired lately, so bedtime's a little easier. We've been setting up obstacle courses or doing drawing classes that we find people doing on social media. But we'll take it one day at a time and enjoy just our little family right now.
What a precious family. Bedaya has 3 children, 5 and under. He trains at Purdue, but right now he's working out at home just like the rest of us, and he says he's focusing on the positives. Now, keep in mind, sponsorship's really essential for all of these athletes to be able to afford one more year of training.
Well, the coronavirus is impacting another commencement across Indiana. Ball State's president now informing us that he decided to cancel the ceremony in May. Jeffrey Mearns said he held out hope for 2 weeks that the COVID-19 pandemic would abate, but that the aggressive guidelines from the CDC and from the state and local officials have made it clear they needed to cancel the graduation. So they sent out a survey to students to come up with an alternate plan for the class of 2020. Well, classes resumed today online for Purdue students following spring break. The president of Purdue, Mitch Daniels, sent out a message to students welcoming them back.
Daniels says there are many things that he's going to miss, but there's one thing that saddens him most.
I'll tell you something else that's hard, and that's looking out these windows and not seeing all of you there. Purdue University has never thought of itself as just another school. There's absolutely a special character and special set of qualities to Boilermakers. When Boilermakers see a problem, they go to work solving it. When they encounter adversity, they try to face it maybe a little better than most people.
Daniel says that message to the students was unscripted. Right now, nearly 3/4 of the residence hall population has either moved out or plan to do so yet this week. With these new stay-at-home orders in place, many older adults now are going to need extra help getting everything they need for the weeks to come.
And that's why the city of Southport is bringing food and household items to seniors in Perry Township. The mayor is working along with the police chief and many others working to ease the burden there. Police Chief Tom Vaughn told us that includes providing trips to the store.
One of the other things that people keep asking about, too, is do they have to be a senior? We have handicapped people in this community, mentally challenged, and we're here to help anyone. So, yeah, we will pick it up. We'll deliver it to them. We've had some where the senior wants to go to the store. We'll have the officer pick them up and take them to the store. So whatever we can do to be part of the community and help through this pandemic is what we're looking at doing.
Police in Southport tell us that they've already had lots of groups volunteer, but they could always use more.
Social isolating, stay at home, this is new for all of us.
Yeah, that includes people now working at home.